Welcome to this week's Owl Diary!
Yeah, what they said. Yes, it's episode 10 of the Owl Diary, 10 episodes in, and it is summertime! Well, it's June now, so yes, it's summer. Summer is here, and it's my favourite time of the year, personally. Not just because we're busy with events and flying shows and that type of thing, but because of all the green leaves on the trees. I just love being outdoors, and I'm very privileged, as our team members are, to work here. We're in the museum gardens here in York with our regular static display, and what I'm going to do is do a little look around the gardens. Just look at this scenery. This is where we work most of the season, among these lovely trees and plants and flowers. We've got the historical tower there behind the display today. In the distance over here we've got the Abbey, and there's a nice lawn out there where we fly the falcons, and it really is just absolutely marvellous. We love it. So yes, we have our bird of prey display here today, and the visitors can hold one if they like for a small fee. Now, we always do that because essentially if it was freeholds or on a donations basis, just imagine how many people would want to hold the birds. Would be inundated, and we would get quite tired quickly. The birds would certainly get fed up. Ooh, fun fact for you, the term fed up comes from medieval falconry. Yes, if a falconer in those days was flying his raptor and it was up a tree not coming down, he's fed it too much food, it's literally fed up, and he's there trying his best, throwing rabbits out, saying, come on down you, and the know-it-all guy walks by and goes, I hope it's fed up. There you go, fun fact, fed up. So today we've got some flying experience booked. We've had an amazing weekend just gone, very busy, lots of flying experiences, lots of customers, lots of people asking questions about the birds and learning about them, and it's the half term, and it really does feel like we're out of the lockdown period, so fingers crossed we can stay that way here in the UK. It's wonderful to see people back out again. We've had the tour guides coming through. We get lots of them over here talking about the history in the gardens, and they've actually had some big groups this year, so I'm really pleased for them. And there's even one, Davey comes along and he says, oh, I'll introduce you to Ryan. Funny thing though, he used to call me Colin. He kept saying, oh, the thing is, if he just thought my name was Colin, wouldn't be that bad, but he would come from a distance and say, let me introduce you to Colin. And for about 2 months I had to sort of correct him and say, no, my name is actually Ryan the head falconer at Owl Adventures, so that's now what he introduces me as. And we do a lovely talk all about the birds for him, as we do throughout the day anyway, and then some of his guests come back and hold a bird later, or like they did yesterday, came back and had an actual flying experience. We take them over by the Abbey so they can have a great chance at flying one of our Harris Hawks to and from the Abbey in the trees to the Fist there. And why do we do it over there? Well, it's a lovely scenic area, but more importantly, if we flew our Harris Hawk in the area here in these trees, there is a risk he'd pick off one of our smaller owls. So we either put them in their boxes or we'd take him right over there out the way, and that's what we do. So, hope you enjoyed this Owl Diary. Keep watching, lots more to come. Ooh, what a lovely pair of buboes. Yes, bubo, that's the scientific name, if you like, for these particular owls here, the European eagle owls. So today we've got Henrietta here, our 19-year-old, and we've got Ollie, our 9-year-old. Ooh, thank you. And you can see, actually, a very big difference in the size. This is the male, hooting away. and this is the female. And as you can see, she is actually quite a lot bigger. Now that's because in birds of prey, the girls are usually much bigger than the boys. This is partly so that the female has the ability to easily hold and lay eggs, sit on those eggs and keep them warm, and of course protect their young when they hatch. Also, it means the male is more agile. A bit smaller, he can actually catch smaller prey. So the mice, the rats, smaller birds, that type of thing. The female being bigger and more powerful with these very big sharp talons here and big hairy feet means they can catch much larger prey, like rabbit, hare, larger birds. They've been known to catch buzzards, and they've even been known to catch roe deer and wolves in the wild. They simply crush the skull of their prey with their feet. Now the reason we've got two big eagle owls here today is we might get quite busy later on with holds, and if lots of people want to hold the eagle owls, we've got two to share it out, and we can give one a rest while the other one does a few holds and alternate them like that. So yes, magnificent species they are. Oh, do you know, I was talking to Henry here the other day and I said to her, do you know, a friend of mine said the other day he's going to get married. Do you know what she said? She said, the twit to who? Oh, stop it. Yes, it's been another busy day here. Just finished doing some talks to a big crowd, and we've been flying birds. We've been really busy and just loving it. Lovely sunshine all day as well, just as we expected and was predicted. I just want to mention quickly before the end of this week's video that Aisha with an I actually did a video about burrowing owls, used a little bit of our stock footage as well, and it's an interesting song for kids. It looks a bit like this.
I'm a burrowing owl, burrowing owl. Hear me coo like a burrowing owl. I like to tidy up, put dog poop in my room. We got Grubhub coming, these beetles are boom.
Yeah, so interesting video. No, I really like it actually. It's really funny, it's very educational, and it's kind of crazy, which is what we like, so it's wonderful. I'll put a link in the description below. So just before I go, I must also mention that next week's Owl Diary will be taking place at Harlow Car, which is the Royal Horticultural Society venue near Harrogate. We're going to be doing some flying displays there, so lots of footage of the birds flying. I'll be talking a bit about how we train the birds and how we work when we're flying them free for display purposes. Anyway, thank you for watching this week's video, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.